Hey guys, so I'm out in the horse trailer because this is where I have light. I feel like there's going to be a slight little change in the direction of the channel. I wouldn't say the content's going to change by any means whatsoever, but maybe the ambiance, I guess you could say. You know, if you were watching me around the beginning of the year, I was making a lot of progress around here. I was getting a ton of things accomplished. I was working at nighttime for a good majority of things. I pretty much built the greenhouse in the dark for a large part of it. But what had happened was I picked up a side job at some point, and I got all focused on that. That took up every bit of spare time that I had that was going towards these other projects that I was using. All of my extra energy just evaporated with that. And once that side job was done, then the garden came to the forefront. All my extra time and energy was spent to that. And then once that was up and running, then my regular job really started to pick up. And you know, I'm working outside in 90, 100 degree weather, and I get home and I don't want to push anymore. I just want to relax and chill. So, you know, the beginning of the year I was making all this progress and I had all these plans and things that I was going to accomplish by the end of the year. Now I'm looking towards the end of the year and seeing all these things that I haven't done. And no matter where I turn, I'm either finding something that I haven't started, something that's behind, or something that I've completely neglected. So, you know, I need to start digging deep and finding a way to get these things done. The bottom line here is that, you know, I work 3 days a week, and then I come home, help with kids. Then the next 3 days, my wife's working 12-hour shifts, so I'm home with kids for 15 hours roughly. And then sometimes we have Sunday off, sometimes. And when that happens, we're both spent. Neither one of us want to do anything. So what it comes down to is there's 2 days a week that I feel like I can justify maybe going outside at nighttime and trying to accomplish stuff. You know, about 9 o'clock to midnight, you know, I can set aside that time for me and try and be productive. Otherwise, I'd just be sitting on my phone watching YouTube videos and making snarky comments on somebody's video where I could otherwise be out here being productive. So basically, I feel like YouTube has kind of just become this thing that I do anymore. If I'm homesteading, I'm making videos. If I'm making videos, I'm homesteading, making progress on the property. I'm not really doing one without the other. I have a hard time doing anything anymore without picking up the camera and hitting the record button. So I feel like the homesteading has definitely slowed to a super small pace. My videos, I feel like, are getting further and further apart, and you know, I'm losing momentum pretty much every which way. One hand washes the other, I feel like, when it comes to those two things. They pretty much intermingle these days. I don't do one without the other. And it's time to pick up the pace for both of them. So I've gotten comfortable with the idea of waking up at 5:30 in the morning, going hard all day until about 9 o'clock, then I can sit and relax and catch my breath. But at this point, if I'm going to accomplish the things I want to accomplish, I got to take that 9 o'clock point and start doing something. Ultimately, what I want to be doing here is getting the garden, the aquaponics, getting this stuff up and running, somehow making that stuff become monetary value for me. You know, if I can get the garden, farm, all that stuff up and running to a point where not only am I feeding the family, but then I'm going to the farmer's market and making some money off of it, you know, basically I'm, in a sense, going to have the property producing income to pay itself off and feeding the family, kind of killing two birds with one stone here, creating a nice little cycle. That's what I'm working towards. But I've got a long way to get there, and I don't want this to turn into a thing where it's someday I'm going to do this, someday I'm going to do that. I'm all about measurable results in a timely manner. I don't want this. This is no pipe dream. This is something I want to see happen, and I want it all, and I want it yesterday. That's the bottom line. I don't have patience to wait for this stuff. I want to see the results. I want a quick ROI on my investment of time here, and the only way I'm going to get there is if I dig deep, find some motivation, and start coming out here at nighttime and accomplishing some of these tasks that have just completely gotten past me. So basically, all this to say that I'm not getting any younger. There's a lot of things that I want to see happen, and I want to see them pretty much happen now. So moving forward, you know, I'm strapped for time. I just got to dig deep, find the motivation, get out here and get some of these things done that have fallen by the wayside so that I can see the results that I'm looking for. So guys, if you are going to stick along with me, I'm just getting started. We're going to get some nighttime videos going up, because pretty much if I don't do some nighttime videos and start coming outside with this flashlight on my head and being productive, I'm pretty much dead in the water at this point. So stick around. It's going to get interesting.